So I'm sure you're all wondering right now, what the heck is this ugly ass skin you're wearing, Skraby? And the answer to that is, it's nostalgia. This is the first skin I ever made for myself. And that's because I'm feeling nostalgic. I'm even using a nostalgic resource pack, and my graphics are set to, like, really crap, fast, no lighting. And that's because last night, I thought to myself, gosh, I really want to make a cool video that maybe people will actually like to watch. What would it even be? And I thought to myself, it would be really cool if I could show off like a really old world of mine. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those worlds for multiple reasons. Reason one being, those were on a flash drive that I don't really have anymore. Reason number two being, I ported those then to a computer that I don't really have anymore. And then reason number three being, I ported them to another computer that I don't have anymore because that one was my old laptop that kind of went poo-poo last time, you know, you all know about that. So basically, I don't have the world anymore. It is a long gone, long dead world. There were a lot of really random things on this first world of mine. Obviously my first house build, which is this space here, but I also had a really crap white house made with white wool. Like, it wasn't even, like, when I say white house, I mean like the building in Washington, D.C. It was really bad looking though, because it was like, I never filled it in because it was way too big to build without world edit, which didn't even exist as far as I was aware. I don't know if it did actually or not, but in my brain, I didn't even know mods were a thing yet. That's how new I was to the game. Also, there was like a really bad zoo where the squids kept like glitching out of the tank because back then there was a glitch where squids would just phase through blocks occasionally. Today we're going to build the first house I ever made block for block. And that's because I was a really weird kid and I drew blueprints. You can hear the paper right here. This is the original blueprint I had drawn on a sheet of graph paper that I stole from the teacher's desk. So this graph paper blueprint shows all, what was it, 5 or 4 floors? 4 floors and a basement of my first house I ever built. And so today we are going to build it, doing exactly what it says to do. And keep in mind, this was really long ago, so a lot of the block choice may be questionable because I wasn't a very good builder. And also, colors are weird because I'm using a retro resource pack to turn everything to the way it was back then. So for example, you'll look at these wool colors. They are very strange wool colors compared to what we have nowadays. Anyways, the build is 15 by 15. I have no idea how tall it is, but we will find out how tall it is as we go. And there's a lot of fun stories that come with this one. So we're just gonna, this is gonna be the front. And the entire thing is made out of obsidian, because I didn't know about commands back then either. I don't even know if they actually existed. That's the problem. I haven't looked into it that much because I haven't played the old versions of Minecraft, but basically, I played on the classic super flat world that's like 4 blocks deep. So I would get a lot of slimes, and nighttime would roll around, and you'd get a lot of really nasty hostile mobs spawning everywhere. And I was like, oh god, I don't want anything destroying my house. So I built the entire thing out of obsidian, and I even had a lava moat around it, which we are also going to be building. Because I just did not trust mobs. I didn't know what they were capable of. And you have to keep in mind, this was before they added birch and spruce planks. Those don't exist yet. The only wood you have is oak wood. So that's the only wood I'm using. We have stairs of the nether brick variety. I don't know why that's nether brick stairs, but it is. Or is it wood? See, the problem is it's so old that a lot of the coloring that I use to denote what things are is like really horribly faded away. I don't think I actually used any nether brick stairs in this build when I built it the first time, so we're going to use oak stairs like that. And we have fences of the oak variety. Again, the only kind of fences we had other than nether brick. It's so weird not having a lava placing sound, because I'm so used to lava having a placing sound in modern Minecraft. But there was no sound for this back then, which is really strange to think about it. This is a door which is on top of cobblestone. Alright, on the inside, it's a 3 by all the way down hallway, and the walls were made out of I didn't know what the names of the blocks were by memory. This is supposedly This is called spiral stone. That's what I have it called in this sheet of paper. Also, in this sheet of paper, these are wooden rails. These are wood stairs and wood planks. Oh, this is a great one. This is called a window brick. This is called a window brick. That's what I called this. Oh my god. Now these are cobblestone paths. That's what I have it written. Oh, you know what? When it says cobblestone path, I bet you it means gravel. Because that kind of looks like cobblestone, doesn't it? I think that's what it's supposed to be. Wow, because it's different marked. It's on the sheet, that's orange, and this is white. So obviously this is a different block. I can already feel the nostalgia flowing through me like a river. Alright, that's that section. Then we have another door here, and we also have a middle row of bookshelves, like this, and we have a last row here going all the way across. We have 2 window bricks there. I think this is meant to be low like that, because it says there's a window there, but you can't see. So I'm going to assume this is what the library looked like. There is a table here, which is a fence with a pressure plate on top of it. So that would have been like that. This was a trick I learned really early on. And like, I didn't even get anyone's help, I just tried it on my own and I was like, oh, it's a table. And the cool thing about these kinds of tables, for those who don't know, is if you put a stair next to them, you can slot in right here. And it kind of looks like you're sitting at the table, which is really nice. It doesn't work with carpets. If you use carpets, you just go on top of the carpet. This was my bedroom, if I recall correctly. And in this bedroom, we have specifically 2 high bookshelf right here. In the corner, we have a bed, and the only bed option back then was red, so that's the color of bed I'm using. And it specifically was facing this direction. This is a jukebox in the corner, right here. And over here was a crafting table. And that is everything in my bedroom. That's a really Spartan bedroom. So this was the bathroom right here, and the floor here is made out of black and white wool. This key is a mess, by the way. I'm probably going to have a screenshot of this just so you guys can see. But this is a really disgusting key. It doesn't tell me what the bottom of the sink is made out of. Maybe it's wood planks, maybe it's red. We'll go with wood planks. That feels like it's correct. I don't know. Apparently that's a sink, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Then over here we had a shower. That's apparently a shower, and that's apparently a toilet. That's how imaginative my brain was back then. This is my bathroom. I think it said water because I wanted there to be water, but there couldn't be. There can now, but it doesn't really work the way I was thinking it would work, you know? Oh well. Young me, you almost got waterlogging correct, but it doesn't really exist the way you would hope it would be. We've got a whole bunch of tables in the next room over, and I'm thinking this is a kitchen, because that's what it looks like according to this. We have a furnace in the corner, right here, and 2 tables, again. I really like these tables, I don't know why. I guess this is the only trick I knew at the time, so I was really proud of it. There is something in the corner here. Is it a ladder, maybe? I think it's a hidden ladder. It is a hidden ladder. Right in this corner here. Right here, there is a hidden ladder. Which looks like that. And the ladder sits there, so I'm assuming that's a double tall furnace. Because this space is a ladder to the basement. That's what the staircase looks like, and it transitions into a ladder right here. It doesn't, the thing is it never tells me here. Oh, it tells me! It does actually say the number of blocks between each floors. I just noticed that. It says height per layer, 5, 6 bricks between first and second floor. And I don't know why. I know why! It's because there's a pool on the second floor. I forgot about that. So these floors are so far apart because there is a pool right here. Takes up this space on the second floor. I totally forgot about that. Also, this is going to be really painful for you guys to watch because obsidian is a very dark block. And I apologize, but young me never thought I would ever be rebuilding this house. So I'm sure a lot of you have already noticed a problem with this build in that it's insanely dark inside of this house. And that's because I didn't know about torches yet, if that sounds stupid. I'm sorry. So all of my lighting came from windows. To save you guys, I'm going to give myself permanent night vision. Because seeing this build without night vision on is probably a punishment worse than death. Alright, so up on the second floor, the ladder comes out, and I think that's the end of the ladder. So this hallway is incredibly tiny, coming all the way down to here, before taking a turn, and there are 2 bedrooms of some... Well, there's a living room and the pool room on this floor. Alright, the floor 3 ladders are located right here and right here. They both go to the 3rd floor. Oh, I forgot, actually. There is a window right here. 3 wide, right at the front. Anyways, this room, this is the famous room, as I call it. This is where all the shit went down. And I'm assuming this is supposed to be a TV like that. This is such a weird build. So that's apparently a TV, although it is the worst TV I've ever seen in my life. We have 2 paintings in this room, I believe. Probably one of them was that one. I don't know what these paintings are exactly. It just says it's a 1x1 painting. I'll choose the ones that I liked. Then we have the gigantic sofa of doom. And this thing is a chonker of a sofa. That's the sofa. This was my couch. And I believe... I don't have it marked because I removed it. But I believe right here was the picture of the creeper. And this one was the regular window. I removed both of these in the end. Because and I'll explain... Oh, I hate the painting system in this game. There, and I'll explain why I removed these. So there was one time I was running around this building and little dumb of me, as I say, you know, I don't use torches, I don't know how to use lighting. I think it was dark enough here for a creeper to spawn or something, but I rounded the corner and a creeper had spawned right here in the corner and it blew up. And I was like really sad because that was the first time I'd ever have a creeper. That's the first time I ever had a creeper destroy a build. And I was convinced that the creeper had spawned from the painting. And so from that moment on, I never used this painting ever again. Because my brain had tricked me into thinking that paintings could spawn creepers. Of course, nowadays I know that's absolutely stupid. But back then, I didn't know, and I had no way to know. Everything is really dense in this build. A lot of things next to each other. So we have the entire pool made out of cobblestone. It is this space here all the way until here. So this is the size of the pool, and it's stated, you know, something's not right about this height though. As much as I think this is right, the pool is listed as being 5 blocks deep. I think this floor is supposed to be higher. I'm gonna rebuild this at the correct height, and I will be back. Ugh. Okay, I've finally kind of caught up. It took me forever to get this far, because building without world edit is a right pain. But we got there in the end. Alright. So this is the pool size. I'm going to fill it up with water right now. Alright, what else was in here? We have a chisel stone diving board with a ladder on the side that leads to some white wool. I think it looked like this. Oh, wow. Okay, I was wrong. This room is tall as fuck. It says the diving board is 10 blocks tall. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't believe I built something like this as a house. I don't... God, my memory is shit of this, because I don't remember it being this huge. I don't know, maybe it was just... It is a very long time ago. Keep that in mind, this was 10 years ago that I built this house for the first time. So I apologize if my memory is poo-poo of this. You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize how much of a monster this house was. Like, I still have one more floor and an attic to add to this, and it's already like 30 blocks tall, almost. Like, this is an insane house. I can't believe young me actually built something this big. Then again, I'm also the guy who tried to build a White House out of only wool blocks, and it was disgustingly disgusting. So, you know, maybe I will take this time to just kind of talk about... I know it's a bit late in the video, so everyone's probably left already. But I'm going to take this time to talk about how I first played Minecraft. And so the story goes that I was in tech ed class in 7th grade in 2011. And some kid came into the classroom for class and was like, "Hey guys, I've got this cool new game on my flash drive, and I'm going to put it onto the school shared drive, and everyone will be able to play it." And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. There definitely isn't anything wrong about that, you know. That's definitely not like piracy or anything." At the time, I didn't even know what piracy was, but technically, yes. My first experience playing Minecraft was illegal. I played Minecraft without an account. They had a server set up and running during the class period, and there were like 20 kids or so from different classes, not all in tech ed class, some kids were in other classes, all playing on this one server together. And it was basically anarchy. The server was like, everything was on fire. If you built something, someone would come by and destroy it. There were like 10 ender dragons roaming the overworld. It was a disaster, but it was so memorable. I don't know why. Something like that shouldn't be memorable, but it stuck in my head for a very long time. Until a little while later, when I think it was my sister, said to my dad, "Hey, so there's this game that a lot of people have been playing lately." And she was like, "It's called Minecraft, and I think you should download it." And so my dad bought Minecraft for us, and it's the account that I'm using right now is the one that he bought. And so I've been playing Minecraft basically non-stop since 1.2, but officially my first version was 1.0. That was the version that I played in tech ed. It's crazy to think I've been playing this game that long, and it still boggles my mind. But this world was built on 1.0 using the illegal version that I got from school. So that's how old this build is. This is a Minecraft 1.0 build. At least I think it is. Everything checks out. You know, there's no blocks here that wouldn't be in the 1.0 version. Honestly, this whole build is pretty disgusting, if you think about it, because, like, I had no sense of building style back then. Of course, nowadays, I'm, like, a much more talented builder, I'd like to say. Hopefully. I hope you guys agree with me in that statement. I'm much better than I used to be. I understand block palettes. I like mixtures of woods, like, you know, spruce and oak. Really good together if you can do it right. I like birch, you know, that's pretty good. Tasty. Tasty, tasty birch. Diorite. Don't forget diorite. It's the best block in the game, guys. Yeah, I don't build with obsidian ever anymore. And obviously this base was not a survival base. I didn't play survival until like I think 1.8 was the first version I played survival in. I was strictly creative until 1.8. Because I remember 1.8 came out, and I had all the new stone blocks, and I said to my brother, "Hey, do you want to play on like a server together?" So I actually set up a server that I could run from our home computer for us to play on, and we played a 1.8 world in survival. And it was really fun, and I rebuilt the Jaffa factory in 1.8 using 1.8 blocks. For those who don't know what the Jaffa factory is, it is a Yogscast thing. Look it up, you'll love it, I promise. Yogscast is how I found out about mods. My first mod I ever played was Greg's SG Craft, which still exists today up to 1.12, I believe, is the latest version. If you want a version newer than that, you're going to have to... there's a continuation, and there's many other mods that are better than that anyways. But yeah, that was the first mod I ever used. Second mod I ever used was Galacticraft, and that's a classic one. Everyone's heard of Galacticraft. If you haven't heard of Galacticraft, then who the hell are you? Other things. Sphax was the first resource pack I used. I think the next one after that I used was Doku Craft, and then I learned about Faithful, and I used that one until recently, where I stopped using it because the new textures in Minecraft that Jasper made are actually really good, and I prefer those over most resource packs nowadays, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. I gotta change the size of these rooms. The roofs are lower on these rooms than they appear to be in this build, which kind of just goes to show how much wasted space there was in this house. I could have had more floors between here and there where the pool is, you know? Because, like, this is insane. All of this just for a little diving board? I could have... There was so much other space I could have put in this room. Like, this is stupid. This is a really dumb room. There is a thing here. Right here, on the corner. It just sticks out. Like this. I guess Brain thought this was a good idea. This is ugly. But it's on both sides. I guess I didn't realize you could dismount a ladder facing backwards or something like that. I don't know. I was dumb. I don't know why I built it like this. This room is such a mess, dude. This is actually crazy stupid how horrible this design is. So this curves around like this. And there is a door here. So this is another bathroom. Alright, and then we have another sink with another toilet. I'm assuming it's the same kind of sink that we use down here because it appears to be the same. And then this is a shower, but it's got something that doesn't look quite normal there. It doesn't say what it is. I don't have it anywhere on my key. So I think this is just glass, like this, with water inside? Maybe it's iron bars? Could be iron bars. Probably is iron bars. I think it's iron bars. I think the shower was made with iron bars. I'm interpreting entirely based off what the image looks like, because it doesn't tell me what it is. It looks like I drew iron bars here, so that's what I'm putting there. So in the corner here, we have a ladder with a trap door on top, right here. And that's the attic entrance. Other than that, this room is totally empty. Inside this room, we have another red bed. This is a very similar room to the other one. This floor has no windows. I'm not even joking. The only windows on this floor are right here. God, this is an ugly house. There is a window down here somewhere, but I'm not going to really know where it is until later. Okay, this room has black wool floors over here. I don't even know what this is, but I think it's supposed to be like a hot tub. It says there is... I think this is supposed to be a bathtub, because it's actually got water inside of it. It looks like this. That is it. That is all it is in this room. What is my sense of decoration? And this room, I'm sure you're all wondering what this room is. This room is a roller coaster. I really squeezed it in here, I gotta say. Also, I don't think there are powered rails anywhere on this track. Yeah, there's no powered rails on this track. It's literally just this, turns a corner, comes down this way. It goes under a bridge, which is located right here. This is what this looks like. I have specifically a side view of what this looks like, and this is what it looks like. This is apparently the start of the roller coaster, because the rail starts here. Oh, wow, this is so hideous. It rounds the corner, does a little loop, comes this way, and it goes outside. I'm not even joking. That's what happens to the roller coaster. It goes outside. And I guess there was a continuation of at least 1, 2, 3 down. Okay, it looked like this. Now the question is, does this actually work? Or was this whole thing busted from the beginning? Time to find out. This is a very sad roller coaster ride. There had to have been power rails somewhere in here, but I don't have powered rails written down anywhere. So for now, we're just going to assume that there were no powered rails, because it doesn't say powered rails. I don't even know if powered rails existed, but I didn't make any, so that's what that looks like. Also, I did just notice that I didn't know what this block was called that I'm building with right now, because on the sheet, it's not called obsidian. On the sheet, it is called nether brick. But I know it was obsidian. 100% for a fact because I specifically remember building with obsidian. Like, that's one of the big things I definitely remember doing. I definitely built this with obsidian and not nether brick. So I don't know why it says nether brick. I guess I thought this was nether brick. I don't know, because it's dark. Anyways, that's the roof. This is really complicated, so I'm sorry. This is going to be a lot of thinking. This is the attic entrance right here. So the ladder, where's the ladder at? The ladder is there. That needs to be where in perspective? That's there in perspective. So this is the direction that the room faces. Alright, and then out this side there is a balcony, 3 blocks right here. This isn't much of a balcony though, because it overhangs literally fuck all. But this is what it depicts, so that's what I'm doing. There's fences all here. This comes 3 out, 1 over, and connects to this. I think I drew the pixel consistency wrong though. Oh, I just realized something though. This isn't iron bars, this is a door. That's what that's supposed to be. It's supposed to depict a door on top of... It's depicting a door on top of black wool. So that's why it looks strange. It's supposed to look like this. And that has water in it. That makes more sense. That's what it's supposed to look like. This is the shower. Anyways, back to this. Okay, so I've determined that the pixels... I didn't make the map right when I drew this, which kind of poo-poo. And apparently this room was just filled with stuff, is all it says. So I'm just going to put some chests down. No crafting tables or anything, so we're just going to do that. That feels right. It doesn't specifically say what's in here, it just says filled with stuff. Oh, wait a minute, it gives me a side view. Is that this view? Yeah, that is this view. Alright, this window is too tall. This window is too tall, maybe 3 tall even. And this window down here is also too tall. Must be too tall the other way. Like that. There you go. That looks right. That's what, well, you see this is depicted as taller than it is, so I guess this one was 3 tall. Okay, that's what we're going with. I was really inconsistent with my window sizes, okay? Anyways, to the basement! This is the last place to build. Alright, so the basement is actually incredibly simple in design. The floor here is made out of cobblestone, and there is a gigantic lava pit in the middle. This would, if I'm not mistaken, this would have been bedrock level on the world. And that, because it says it's 1 deep. There we go. Lava pool done. See, the problem is I didn't show side views of very many places. So there's a lot of instances where I don't know how big a room is, just because I didn't actually ever draw it. Alright, we are done! This is the build. Minecart track doesn't really go anywhere, but we're gonna ignore that. So let me just give you a quick, brief tour of my first ever Minecraft house. It's this ugly looking tower, but I mean everyone's first build is ugly, right? Alright, so you come on in, here's this glorious front door, you come on in, on the left you got my bedroom. I got a nice place for a jukebox, table, crafting table, bookshelves, and a bed. Woot! Over on the other side you've got my bathroom. We got ourselves a shower, I guess, and a sink, and a pooper. Amazing stuff. I just realized how this works. That's how it looks. Over here we've got our kitchen with a lovely dining table and a nice view of some piston doors. And we've got the kitchen. The roof is a bit leaky, but ignore it. On this side we've got the ultimate library. Every single book you could ever want is in this library. Ooh. Heading up to the 2nd floor. We got a nice skinny hallway, a nice front view of the property. If anyone's coming, you'll see them from literally a mile away, because if they're in front of the door, you can't actually see it. Um, Here we've got the room with the creeper. Curse you. Really weird looking TV. I realized I got the sofa design wrong the first time I built it, so now it's correct. It looks like this. Coming on, coming on out, we've got the swimming pool with the unbelievably high diving board. Go for a jump, but make sure you hit the deep end or else you'll break your knees. Then, leaving the pool room, we go up to the 3rd floor. Up on the 3rd floor, on the right-hand side, we've got the minecart track that really doesn't function properly. Wow! And then we've got this spa room, which is like the worst. And I don't understand this room. Anyways, moving on, you gotta go back down the ladder again. You can tell that whoever designed this is really competent. Heading up on the other side of the building, we have the other side of the 3rd floor. First door on the left here is a guest bedroom with a bed and a bookshelf and a table. And then here is a bathroom with all the amenities you'd ever need, including a shower. Isn't this great? And that's it for the 3rd floor. It's a really small floor, isn't it? Heading up from the 3rd floor, we've got the attic space with some chests to throw your junk in. We got a nice balcony that's really far away from the actual edge of the building. Coming out this way, we've got the basement access, which is on the highest possible floor. Again, really competent builder. Going down the ladder from the roof all the way to the basement, we have the medieval torture room, as I like to call it. It's just a big open lava pit. Yeah. And that's just about everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me taking a flashback to the past. If you want, share what your experiences are with your first house in Minecraft. If you remember it, or if you know what it looked like or anything, tell me. I'm interested in seeing what you guys' first experience with Minecraft was, but this was mine. And it started off a long chain of me probably playing this game for way too many hours. I play this game so much more than any other game. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.